Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Fellow Toastmasters, honored guests, how long did summer last when you were a kid? 1,000 days? 1,000 days. It might have been 2 months, max. I swear, summers felt like they lasted at least as long as a year does today, right? Well, even though, as the Toastmaster said, when I was 13, I lived in Hawaii, on Oahu, the same place Karen lives. Well, she's not at Pearl Harbor, but she is on Oahu. I'll show you a map here in a few minutes. And the summers were fun. I went swimming literally every day at the beach. We're hiking through the little jungle there at the Fort Weaver Winch Station, an old World War II outpost with hopefully no unexploded ordnances buried in the ground. But even though summer lasted forever, eventually it started to become a little boring. Yes, it is possible for life in the estival paradise that Hawaii is to become boring. What is the cure for boredom? Adventure! Adventure! I was at the beach at Pearl Harbor every day, and what did I see? I saw the other side of Pearl Harbor. About 1/3 of a mile away, 6 football fields, ladies and gentlemen, 6 football fields. There were little tiny palm trees on the other side of Pearl Harbor. And that is when it started to bug me. I should find a way to navigate to the other side of Pearl Harbor. Let us set the stage for this. I will share the screen and we will take a quick look at what we're talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Pacific Ocean. It is a very large part of the earth. You can see that there is almost no land. See the yellow box? That is Hawaii. Actually, oh dear, this only works. Actually it's the thick yellow box, that's Hawaii, but the dotted line is what's really Hawaii, but most people only pay attention to the dark yellow line. That's a topic for another speech. So if we zoom in on that box, we see Hawaii, yes. Recently there were fires, just for clarification, that is on a different island, that is Maui, that is tragic, but also not what we're talking about tonight. This story took place on Oahu, a different island, and that yellow box is Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor is shaped like an oak tree with a tail near the star. The star is where I lived. That is the mouth of Pearl Harbor. It is about 600 yards across. There's my house, it's still there, amazingly, and there's the beach. You can see I could walk out the back door through those trees and go swimming anytime I wanted. Incidentally, where the red dot is here, this is where I took a boat to get to my school every morning. Also a different story. This is what it looks like from the other side of Pearl Harbor, looking back. So you can see what 6 football fields look like. This is a ship. And this is an inflatable raft. So I'm planning, what will I do to end my boredom? We have an inflatable raft. Yes, I will row the inflatable raft across Pearl Harbor. Not a problem. I can do this. There is just one obstacle. His name is Dad. If I ask him for permission, he'll obviously say, no, I can't do that. I also need a witness, somebody to prove that I actually did it. I arranged for one of my classmates to meet me on the other side because I knew he lived at Hickam Air Force Base on the other side. And then I needed my witness on my side. So I recruited my 9-year-old sister to join me for this adventure. She said yes. She climbed into the boat with me. We had it all set. My dad was at work. He couldn't stop me. I got in the boat and we began rowing across. Everything is wonderful. My arms are becoming tired about halfway. I get to the other side where that picture was taken. My friend is nearby. I call to him. We have a celebration. I am the champion. I am an explorer. I have gone where many people have been before by car. Now it is time for the return trip. Not a problem. It's starting to run low on air, but I'm pretty sure we'll make it. We set off and I start rowing. My sister's becoming nervous and she says, Eric, I think there's a ship coming. No, oh my God. There is a massive, massive ship that is coming towards us. We are in the middle of the channel. The raft is running out of air and it is beginning to sink. Yes, this is true. And the ship blasts its horn. I row faster and faster and faster. And the shore just seems like it's getting farther and farther away. Just as water starts spilling into the boat, we reach the other side. We jump out of the raft and swim the last 20 feet and pull the boat to the shore. It was a real adventure. I was thrilled. I could not wait to tell my dad what we had done. Can you imagine what he said? You are so grounded. I was in deep shit. I was in deep, deep. Looking back, that was a thrilling adventure. Even my sister thinks I'm insane. And I think so too. Looking back, how many things could have gone wrong? I have no concept. If the boat had sank there, we would have had to swim 300 yards. I don't think we could have done it. But we got lucky. So what's the lesson here? What's the moral of the story, besides how to have fun during your summer? You know, I think it is important to take risks, because when you take risks, those might be the times in your life where you feel the most alive. You're going to grow the most. You're going to create memories that will make your life feel full and lived. So take risks. You'll also find out what you're made of. That's the part of growing. But some obstacles might need to be respected. They might be good things. I'm pretty sure that my dad would have said no, probably 20 times, but when I was determined enough, he might have actually helped me figure out how we could do it safely, and I would have had maybe less exciting an adventure, but an adventure nonetheless. So don't try to go around obstacles, go through them. They are what will make you grow. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Eric. Excellent speech. A lot I could picture in my head with that speech. We'll give another minute. Mr. Timer, if you could flash red when we are at a minute, I'll give everybody some more time to write their thoughts down.